Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy, Nick from Run the Foot Market. Welcome to a FIFA 19 video. Welcome to a FIFA 19 video. Now, today's video is going to be oriented towards, I wanted to go over with you guys in FIFA 19, just some of the players this year that I have really enjoyed, some of the players that I really do like that I have tried out. And so maybe off this video, you guys can try out some players, because I wanted to make this video because this video is now in July, and there's about a genuine, be honest with yourself, there's about this game, there's not much going on right now, but there's genuinely about a month left of this game. So if there's any players in this team that you haven't tried out, that you want to try out, I am here to tell you guys what's good, what's not good about them, or what I enjoyed about them. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. Before we get into the video, I did kind of want to rant a little bit about the video I made the other day. So I made a video the other day talking about how the Footies promo is going downhill, and it's crazy because yesterday EA didn't drop anything. We literally didn't get any content yesterday on a Sunday, and that was after we got nothing. So we didn't get anything yesterday. That was a day after a voting day, and so we've had 2 days in a row. No, we've had 3 days in a row of. No, 2 days? I don't even remember. I think 3 days in a row of no voting, which is crazy because there's nothing to try out, there's nothing to complete, and there's not even anything to do. I mean, once you finish some of the weekly objectives, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's not much to do. So, yeah, that's a little frustrating within itself. I mean, I know that's not what this video is about, but just wanted to talk about that. And then just to keep you guys updated who watch my videos all the time, in terms of Foot Champions, we pulled out a 23-6. We pulled it out. We had really hard matchmaking, and my connection this weekend was awful. So we will have elite rewards again for you guys on the channel. More red goalkeepers and more blue packs containing absolute garbage. And then this was the team that I used this weekend. A little bit different. I tried a lot of different players, but yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys in a new squad today about my favorite players in this game. And I'm excited for the video because I think there's a lot of players that maybe you guys haven't tried out that I have really enjoyed, and I wanted to make this as well because EA doesn't give you guys content, so hopefully this is content that you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so in the striker position, we're starting off with Foot Birthday Bale. Now this was a card that I had played with for one weekend league. I think it was one whole weekend league I played with him right when he came out, right when he was 2 million coins. Now he's like 700k, 800k-ish. He's really down because he got put back into packs. He's in that batch that just came out. He is a really fun card. If you haven't gotten your hands on trying him, I recommend it. I had a lot of fun playing with him. He's so lethal in the box. He's huge, and then he can turn really well. If you do use this card, you should play something that's going to add balance to it, because that's the only thing that I would say is the downside with this card was just the factor of the balance being a little bit not standard, not sufficient. That is something that I would upgrade with this card, but his finishing is like no other. You got to put like a marksman on him. That was the one thing that you don't do a marksman or something with the balance because the finishing is a little bit low as well. But this is overall a really good card, really rapid, really fast. And yeah, it plays really well in most types of gameplays. It's not that stiff. So I think that's a really fun card. The next card is obviously going to be Neymar Team of the Year. This is a card that I've probably played over 600 games with this FIFA now. He is just so good, and I know he's a little bit more expensive. But if you could get your hands on this card, if you guys can play draft or whatever you guys need to do to get this card, you need to try to get this card because this guy can do things on the ball that other players this year, like literally, man, they just can't do it. So this guy is ridiculous. 5-star, 5-star, high medium work rates. You know what's really depressing for me that I just realized is that he's not going to get a Team of the Year card next year because he hasn't really played, and he snuck into this year's, which means it's just him, KDB, Ramos, those guys are not going to get Team of the Years next year, which is really sad because they were all some of my favorite cards this FIFA. De Bruyne is another version of cards that I just love. This Footmas, I played 653 games with, 313 goals, 229 assists. That's a really good card. That card is still being used a little bit to this day. And then I also picked up the Team of the Year, which is just remarkable, man. So I know I'm putting in expensive cards, but the Team of the Year was just remarkable when I had tried it. Really like that card. My other midfielder is going to be Ballack. This is a really older card, man. Like, it is, man. It's an old card, but I think you guys got to try this card if you haven't. If you didn't do the SBC or you never tried it, you should try him. Some people don't get along with him, but personally, like, I prefer him to Vieira in my teams because he's got the attacking presence with the defensive presence. So he's not as good defensively as Vieira, but going forward, he's a lot better. And he's still got the height and he's got the medium high, which is, like, really important for that card, right? Like, he's got the stuff that you would think is useful defensively, but then also can go forward and is really good going forward. Now, the right mid position is Mbappe, another 5-star skiller. I have now played 918 games with him, 605 goals, 418 assists. I mean, that's obviously a lot. I packed him untradeable during Team of the Year, but this is another one of those, like, game-breaking cards that I would definitely try out if you have the time/resources. What a fantastic card, and how amazing is he? He's so good. Definitely one of my favorite players this year. I think at the other striker position, I'm going to go with Quincy Promes, dude. Like, the reason for that is I've tried his once to watch his flip birthday and now his what's it called? His footies. And with his once to watch, I had 217 games, 77 goals, 64 assists. And I played a lot with that. Then I played probably like 150 with the flip birthday. And now I've played 22 with this. And this one's ridiculous. You look at it, 4-star, 5-star, high-low work rates, 97 pace, 92 shooting, 80 physical, 93 dribbling, 89 passing. This guy is a force, man. 97 agility, 95 acceleration, 98 sprint speed. He is really good. So definitely would say that you should try him out. I'll probably put him on the bench because the other striker I want to put in that you guys should try out is this Moments Eusebio card. Like, this card was so good when I had used it. When the gameplay was consistent, he was just fantastic. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's high medium, which means he's going to do the brunt of his attacking. And not do much defense, which is important as an attacker. Like a guy like Son that I used, he was high, right? So he was always tracking back and defending, and it really pissed me off when I was playing with him. This guy is so good, man. 99 finishing. He's got like arguably the most broken power shot in this game. So it's something that makes his card just so different than other cards because he does possess that, obviously, that power. It's really a good card, man. So really like that card. 100% had to make it into the squad. We'll put Promes on the bench. Let's talk about some of the left backs in this game. So Marcelo is really fun to use. That's a really good card. And I am personally still playing with Telus. And the reason why I like Telus right now is because I play overlapping fullbacks or balanced fullbacks. And Telus is like, the runs this guy makes are so good. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but the runs that he makes in this game are just, like, remarkable. They're so much better than most other cards' runs. I really enjoy this card. I think this card is really good, and I think it has good statistics, but I think this card plays way better than its statistics. What I mean by that is, like, when you actually go ahead and use this card, it is going to be way more it's going to have a way more crazy factor than what the card stats say, and I'm telling you guys that is my honest opinion right now. It's a really good card. So definitely would say that's a card that you guys should try out. Before we talk about center backs, I would like to talk to you guys about two attackers that I really enjoyed using this year. Griezmann, team of the season, is one that I would totally try out. I think Fuji is trying him out right now in his team. I saw it on Twitter the other day, but there's the reason he's really liking him. Now, he does have high 3-star weak foot, which is not great, but his like dribbling and his ball control is ridiculous. When I was testing him out on my second channel about a month ago, he was just special, man. Like, he had some kind of wave to him that not a lot of other players I'd used had. He's got the 99 jumping as well, which also is really good. So that's going to make his card fun as well. And then Havertz is also an amazing card. If you guys are looking for an attacker to try out, I use the FFS for about 200 games. Really good card. The reason why this card is so good is because he's got 99 finishing with 5-star weak foot, and he's tall. He's 6'2" with 97 jumping. So he's remarkable in the way that he's going to be able to just do so much for your team and get so much done. Okay, so center back discussion. Militao has got to be like the number one, my favorite player at the center back position this year. It was Cannavaro up until team of the season, and then when I tried this card, I just said, wow, like, I've never used a center back like this card. This guy's card is ridiculous. He has the ability to almost catch up to anybody and anything, which just makes him so, like, it separates him from the pack of center backs because you can miss a tackle like 2 or 3 times with this card and still get the ball, which is like really important. And then the other center back that I'm going to end up going for is Fabio Cannavaro. Moments or prime doesn't really matter. A very small center back, but now 642 games in my club. 4 goals, 18 assists. None of that matters really because this guy is very similar to Militao. Very focused on defensive work, but never really gets beat too much, man. I get beat once in a while in the air, but in terms of like, it's just like a team of the year Conte playing at center back, which is like a really cool thing. Another center back that I really want to talk about that was like definitely my favorite this year was Rio Ferdinand. Like this guy is ridiculous. He's really good. And so I'm just kind of putting that out there. Like this is an older card, and this reminds me of Ballack a lot, where these are like 2 more original cards that came out, but they're still some of the best. And Rio Ferdinand was definitely one of the best. This guy was in my 30-0 team with Team of the Year Ramos, and I just really think he's great. I have nothing else more to say. I think he's so good. I think he defends so well, and I think he recovers so well. I think the thing about this card that like just makes him unique is that he's just smooth on the ball. He really is. He's just really smooth on the ball, and I found that to be really unique, man. I thought that is just such an important thing to have this year. Like if you can be smooth and solid on the ball without turning it over, then you know like that's big for a card. So I found that to be a really good look with this card. And I really enjoyed, that card in that way. Other than that, goalkeeper would have to be De Gea. I'm trying out Van der Sar right now. De Gea would have to be the goalkeeper. For me, it's like Yashin, De Gea, Van der Sar. Like Oblak is really good, and Ederson. Those guys are really good. At the right back position is weird. I'm not really sure in terms of like my favorite right back this year. I've been playing like team of the season Sterling at right back recently, which is a psycho move, but that's what I have been doing in the 3, because I've been doing like 3-5-2, 4-1-2, 2 narrow, and then sometimes I switch back. But I would say like definitely Dumfries is one of them. DeCosta's another one of them. Probably one of these two. Right now I'm using Dumfries, but they're both really similar. DeCosta is probably a little bit. They're both ridiculous, honestly. They're both so good. It's just gonna matter about chemistry, but both of these guys are probably my top 2 center backs in terms of like my favorites this year. That's for sure. I don't really think there's any other discussion about anybody else at all. Those 2 guys are just on another level. Another card that I'll probably put in this team that I really liked because I tried the loan for 20 games and he was just ridiculous is Franck Ribery. This card was ridiculous. This is his end of an era card. This guy was fantastic. The reason why I thought this guy was so good was just because of the way he moved that cam was so good, and I felt like the 90 finishing was such a lie because everything I shot with this guy was going in. So I really enjoyed him. Another card that I really enjoyed was this card on a Carew. He's got a team of the season card. I think he's like 70K. 4-star. High work rates, 98 acceleration, 95 finishing, 99 agility. This guy is a beast. 99 jumping. This is like one of the super subs that people are now starting to go for right now, but he's a beast. I really liked him. Probably another card that I really liked as well was another SBC card, which was Leon Goretzka. This guy was really good. I was playing this guy at right back. I was playing this guy at center mid. I like players that are versatile like him. Like there's a lot you can do with Goretzka, which is something that like I really get along with. I love cards that have like multiple purposes. Sterling's got to be in there as well. 159 games now with Sterling. 25 goals, 27 assists. I was lucky to get him red. But Sterling's definitely got to go in there for me. That's a card that I love. Like genuinely. Cruyff is also a really fun card. I was using him as a super sub in my main team. But I totally recommend Cruyff, guys. If you haven't tried any Moments card or you're looking to try a Moments card, Cruyff is a really fun card. You guys should definitely try to get your hands on him. If you can at any point this FIFA, that's a good look to do so. He's just a really fun card. There's no other really good way to put it besides he's just fun. I really like him. He's like, because the thing is, he's got the 5-star, right? So when you have that combination, you feel a lot like a card like Neymar. So it means you're going to be able to dance on the field. You're going to be able to do a lot in terms of like just looking pretty and feeling good. Lothar Matthäus is really good as well. I used his prime, not his prime moments, but his prime in my 30-0 team. Another key member of that team. High work rates. He's really good. And the thing about this card that's so interesting is if you look at my stats, I've been playing him at right mid in the 3-5-2, which is like definitely a little bit less traditional for where you would play this card. This card is a weird one because you would never play this card as like a holding 1 CDM, But if you had a 4-2-3-1 and you had like Vieira with him, you'd play him there. Or Hullet. Not even Hullet. You would need a medium high. So like, I remember once I tried a team with Ballack with him, right? And that was pretty cool. I played Ballack and Mateus at CDM. And that was pretty cool. Like, that was a fun team. Because I don't know, I'm just like, I'm a fan of German football, so that was a fun team. But the reason why it was fun was because it worked, right? Like, Ballack is medium high, Mateus is high, so that works in that regard. This card as well, I'm just telling you, like, I haven't really used him, but he's really good. I play against him and people super sub him. He is a very, very, very good card. Firmino, I love as a center mid this year. If you guys could use Firmino in any position, center mid would be the position. Blanc is like such an interesting one this year. I love his middle card, and I played 300 games with this card at center back, but I just didn't love this card this year, man. Something about him on the ball just always struck me, man. He just felt slow. I don't know what it was, dude. Like, something about him, and the thing is, his stats are so good, right? Like, if you look at his card compared to other cards in this game, his stats are fantastic. Something, man. I just didn't get along with this card. I recently got this card red, and this card I played off the bench this weekend. He is fantastic. Just giving you guys the heads up on a card that is really good. He is really good. Same thing with Wijnaldum. I used Wijnaldum this weekend. David Luiz is a card that a lot of people enjoy. Not my cup of tea, but that's a card that I do struggle against in Weekend League, and it is really, really, really good. So just to give you guys a heads up there. Very, very, very good card. I would say just some other cards that, like, off the top of my head that I could think about that I really do enjoy. Mars is another really fun card to use this year. I don't know if any of you guys have had the opportunity to try him. I did not do his flashback, which I should have. It was 600k, but to be honest, like, I could have just spent it. That card is really fun, but I used the hero card. I remember I did a review on him, and I really liked him. He was a really, really cool and fun card to try out. Another card that I really liked was Pepe. I think it's Nicolas Pepe. Yeah, Nicolas Pepe. He's really fun. Like, this team of the season card is ridiculous. I tried the headliner as a 92, and I really liked it. But this is a really, 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 really good card. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skills. But the jumping is 99, the finishing is 96. He's a 6-foot high medium player. He is really, really fun to use. I would say this is a card that you got to try out at some point. He's a little bit more expensive. I get that. But definitely a card that is good. I think you have a lot of other cards that, like, get close into this team. These are just, like, my favorite players that I've used this year. So, like, don't take it personal if, like, I don't know, a player like Ronaldo or something's not in. Because I'm just talking about players that I have enjoyed, guys. Like, that's it. I mean, this was my 30-0 team. Let me see what's in here. Mateus. I mean, Sandro is really good. I'm less of a fan of Sandro these days because Sandro for me is high. I just like my Telus, bro. That's like right now I'm really, really liking my Telus. This is like my main team. Hullet's probably in my favorite cards too. I mean Hullet's probably in there as well. He is ridiculous. I've been bringing Del Piero off the bench. Del Piero is kind of fun. But Hullet's ridiculous. Hullet is ridiculous. Hullet is Hullet. Every year, this is the best card in the game. Every single year, man. And yet again, he's the best card in the game. So, that's another card that I would say, like, definitely, I really do like. And so, yeah, man. Thank you, guys. That's probably going to be the video for today. If you guys haven't tried any of these cards, man, go try them out. They're really fun. They're expensive. But I wanted to make this video because I'm assuming most of you guys got coins at this time of the year. So I felt like it was appropriate to make this video. I mean, if you guys are mad at me about that, I'm sorry. Hopefully EA drops some content this week. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to be streaming or uploading much. I will if they drop content. Otherwise, I'm not going to force it. But this was a video that people wanted to see, and I wanted to get out for like weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Peace out.